Come on to the LavaSlug Podcast with your host, Michael Kidd and Grant. Oh, wait, Grant's not fucking...
Where's he at?
Where's this bitch at?
I don't know.
He's gone.
But I'm here.
Gone.
Mike's here.
Kale. It's going to be a me and Kale episode.
What's up, motherfucker?
Not much,
Get
dude.
used to it, motherfuckers.
Get used to it. Get used to it. How was work?
Fucking tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a rough night. I mean, I'm on good money, but it was not fun. I've only had a few instances in my restaurant days of tragedy striking in the middle of the dining room.
Yeah.
And tonight was one of those nights, unfortunately. I already told you, but fucking, I'm picking up a tray at one of my tables. It's 6 top. I've only got a handful of tables tonight, so I've got to make each one count. And I picked this massive tray up with like 20 plates on it. The guy sits a wine bottle on it that's empty. And I'm like, ah, fuck. So I go and grab the wine bottle off of it, not realizing that's my perfect counterbalance for the whole fucking tray. And that cocksucker flipped over and everything shattered.
Spilled all over you.
Yeah, it was cocktail sauce, remoulade, a lot of red sauce, melted butter. Yeah, it was for a big seafood tower. And needless to say, when I looked up, the whole room was silent. Everyone was staring
look at this
me,
fucking guy.
And I'm just, like I said, I haven't had a lot of instances like this in the restaurant industry. But when it happens, you don't really know how to react. So I looked at everyone and was just like, thumbs up, man. Like, I just started raking everything up with my hands.
Bare
like a
hands.
fucking heathen.
Like fucking meat chunks.
I'm in a fine dining restaurant just looking like a fucking raccoon digging through the trash.
Dude, that fucking sucks.
But I mean, all in all, the guys, they drank 3 bottles of wine, had 2 rounds of drinks, ordered a shit ton of food. So, I mean, at the end of it, I didn't really mind. They would bust my balls. It was a bunch of businessmen on a trip, so...
Dick's wet from just getting sucked off by a bunch of hookers.
Oh, dude, they were some of the most nefarious motherfuckers I've ever seen.
Really?
Because, dude, just the conversations. Like, y'all need to realize when you go out to eat at a restaurant, your servers, we're so in tune with the restaurant. We tune all the, extra noise out.
Yeah.
I can hear every fucking conversation going on in that building. Just because you're so numb to all the noise, you're able to pinpoint everything. So I hear the most fucked up conversations you could ever imagine.
Like somebody will say something fucked up and it's like ding, ding, ding. You
I'll
could
be
just hear it.
walking by with food and somebody will be like, oh yeah, that's when he slipped a finger in my ass. And I'm just, oh God, who? What?
Think of my thresher.
And yeah, man, I've heard some hooker stories. I've heard some pretty fucking terrifying stories from some people.
Fucking hookers, dude. They're wild.
Yeah.
Hookers are fucking wild, dude.
Speaking of.
You ever fucked a hooker?
No, but.
Neither have I.
I'll be honest, man. I know, sorry, Mom, but I think prostitution should be legal.
Yeah, I mean.
That's always been a big thing for me is porn. As long as there's a camera and you record it and someone gets paid. So if I get a lady of the night and I record it and she signs a contract and we sell it.
Yeah, we record it.
But I still pay her.
That's still technically.
Is that not porn or is that
legal,
prostitution?
But technically it's still fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the gray line? Where's it?
That is the gray line. The money for sex is still happening.
But I'm not. That's the thing is you can't prove that I'm paying her for sex. I'm paying her for porn.
You're paying her for porn.
Yeah,
porn
I'm paying her for production.
Yeah. The only difference is you have the possibility of making money as well.
Yeah, true.
So I could hire a prostitute and a male prostitute and videotape them having sex and just jack off to it. And then that's illegal.
Totally illegal.
If I just wanted to have sex with a prostitute,
I was going to ask.
That's illegal.
So you bring that up. Is it prostitution if I pay two other people to have sex and I watch them?
Yeah, I guess if
Is that prostitution?
We're
probably going to get canceled for this episode saying prostitute 300 times.
Fuck, I don't think prostitute's illegal. I think sex work is coveted in this day and age.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's actually better than, you feel good about it. Like, I don't know, sex work is coveted by this new generation.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to look back through human history and find a single instance where being a whore or being a slut was praised.
It's the oldest profession.
Like, don't get it twisted. I'm all for you all doing it, but you don't get to sit here like a spade's a spade. Like, if you're doing those things, that's what you are.
A little bit of shame involved.
There's shame, 100%.
Shame for the people buying the prostitutes.
Yeah,
and the prostitutes themselves.
A lot of fatherless homes out there. That's all I'm gonna say.
But would you buy a prostitute? Like a high class one, like $5,000 a night.
Maybe. I'm not gonna say no. Because
I'm getting old.
When I was a raging alcoholic, definitely.
Nice.
Because I wouldn't have known better. You know, I'd be blackout drunk and...
You were a unit.
Yeah, that was a scary time.
Mm-hmm.
5'6", 125 pounds. You give me enough Jameson and Budweiser.
Not down for whatever.
I'll do anything you want, man. Let's go. I'll be a fucking
he'd
Huckleberry.
fucking put that dick right in his mouth. He wouldn't get male prostitutes. Male fucking prostitutes, dude.
And we're pretty close to Miami. If the podcast doesn't take off, there's a porn industry just waiting for us, man.
Waiting to destroy us.
Yep.
On the inside.
We would get ruined.
Oh, absolutely.
But hey, man.
They would have a time
we would be celebrated.
For being sex workers. Yep.
Somebody'd finally give us some praise for once.
For once. Like, oh, you guys are sex workers? How progressive.
You know, it's along those same lines. I was watching Theo Vaughn the other day.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He was talking about that whole white privilege thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, during one of his specials, he's like, it clearly missed me. He's like, where I grew up, it was just dirty poor white kids and dirty poor black kids. And I'm like, Yep. It was my neighborhood growing up, it was dirty poor white kids and dirty Hispanic kids. I mean, that was what it was.
It's rich versus poor, really.
Yeah, man. We were poor. We lived right next door to each other.
Yeah.
Like,
privilege is hard to have when you're poor.
That's a weird thing to me. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's things that I don't recognize. Absolutely. But this whole every straight white male has this upper hand on the rest of the world. I don't get that at all. I don't, because you and I both are in our 30s doing a podcast.
Yeah, because we're broke. We might be funny.
Like,
probably not funny, but
I'm a server at a restaurant. You own your own plumbing business, but neither one of us are filthy rich.
No, plumbing's expensive.
So that's the thing. It's like my life's not on easy mode by any means because I'm this straight white guy. Like, I've been to jail multiple times. It's not fun. Like,
yeah, it should be easy though. Fucking should be easy.
So
Grant, what do you think? Oh, look, you're not fucking here. I dump it on the couch. One for the homie.
Pour one out. Don't fucking pour shit on my couch, actually.
I'm going to come on your couch.
Don't you fucking come on my couch.
No, okay.
But yeah, I'm going to get off my soapbox, but...
Dude, what were you and Kevin talking about earlier? The hollow moon?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You think the moon's fucking hollow?
So...
Fucking idiot.
I don't have any proof. Usually never do. But, fuck it.
He just rides it.
There's a movie called Moonfall. I don't remember the main actor's name. It was the guy from the Conjuring movies. Ed, the main guy.
I don't know who that is, but I'll look it up.
You have to watch that. But he plays an astronaut, goes to outer space. They land on the moon, go up to the moon or whatever, find there's a giant crater that's been bored into the fucking moon. Yeah. All the way down to the core. And it's perfect, drill marks and everything. Well, something ends up coming out, attacking the ship. No one believes him. disgraced astronaut Sam from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He comes in and
Never watched that shit
realizes, I hate you so much. Don't get any of my references.
I don't get any of your fucking references.
You uncultured swine. But anyway.
Fuck you, Cale. Piece of shit.
He comes in, tells this disgraced astronaut, hey, motherfucker, the moon is falling out of orbit. Okay? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he shows him all his fucking data. They go up there and find out that the fucking moon is a megastructure. It's not actually, like, real. It was created with all these fucking turnstiles and I don't know what they're called. They look like the Halo rings and shit.
Yeah.
But gyroscope?
Gyroscopes? Yeah.
Maybe.
Like Dyson spheres?
Yeah, something like that. But there's also another theory that the moon itself is a fragment of Earth and Nibiru, our sister planet, colliding with each other. And that the reason that we find earthly remains, minerals, stones, stuff like that on the moon is because of that.
Nice.
It had formed from the asteroids and comets circling, and when the two had kind of had a slight brush against each other, it knocked off fractions of each that eventually culminated in this orbiting moon that we have. That's another theory. But the planet in Nibiru that they've speculated comes around every 4,050 years into our solar system. It's like, I think it was that they've, once again, I could be wrong, but I believe it was 13 planets in our solar system altogether. The other ones that we haven't been able to really map or track, they rotate in an opposite orbital pattern. So if we're all trailing in this one kind of, like the top of this,
Yeah.
we're just circling. They're in more of almost like an oblong rotation around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a thinner orbit.
Yeah.
Like they get launched way out and come back and get real close to the sun, launched back out and come back in. But that blew me away when I was reading about that shit. I was like, holy fucking crap. Like, if there's a sister planet and it was 4,050 years ago that this happened, or that the last time we saw it,
Yeah.
we might be coming up on it pretty soon. Within the next...
2,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fucking sick.
Like Jesus' time.
Well, no, I'm saying it might be within our lifetime. Not another 2,000 years. Because you got to think, the date that we're on right now is BC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was time before 0.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, man, you get me talking on the old world, man. That shit blows me away.
You think the Earth's flat or round?
I think it's round.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible that it's flat.
Yeah.
Like,
how's the Earth going to be hollow if it's flat?
yeah, right?
Fucking idiots.
Idiots.
Oh.
It's like what we were talking about earlier. This guy was theorizing that the bottom of the ocean should be boiling because the center of the Earth
It's hot.
is hot.
Yeah.
Just throwing all thermodynamics out the window, throwing everything that we've ever known about heat rising out the window. Like, it just takes a basic understanding that cold air is heavier, goes to the bottom. Hot air rises. So the top of the ocean would probably boil.
But if the heat was rising, you'd have to rise from an area, so that area would be warm.
Right, but it would be replaced by the cold coming in.
What is the temperature of the bottom of the ocean?
I'm going to take a stab. Negative 117 degrees Celsius. I threw a curveball at you with the Celsius. Because this is America, and we're not communists.
Fahrenheit? It's 4 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Fahrenheit.
That was way fucking off. I need to go back to
200
school.
meters deep.
200 meters?
Yeah.
Jesus.
About 200 meters in depth is cold with an average temperature of only 4 degrees Celsius, 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold water is also more dense.
That's fucking great.
So it's above
water.
freezing. 34 degrees is freezing.
Yeah. But still, you're going to fucking freeze your goddamn nips off 49 degrees.
Crushed.
Well, yeah, man.
Who's that one guy that swims in fucking Arctic temperatures?
Windhoff.
Windhoff. He can swim it.
Yeah.
He'd survive. Yeah.
At the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, he'd be fine. 39 degrees. He's good. That's warm to him.
That guy's nips are going to be fucking diamonds. He's going to be rock hard down there.
I mean, the pressures would crush him instantly.
Isn't that fucking wild?
I wonder what the pressure is. What's the pressure at the bottom of the ocean? Ooh. 15,750 PSI.
How the fuck are you going to live down there? Speaking of the fucking bottom
I deal
of
with
the
pressure
ocean,
right now. Financial pressure. Pressure of being an adult. Fuck.
Yeah.
I could survive it. That's it.
Thinking of the bottom of the ocean, do you think that there are underwater bases in the ocean that we don't know about?
No, there's probably hidden shit everywhere.
Like G.I. Joe.
There's probably a hidden base under our house.
Don't say that, man.
I can hear it.
I'm going to have to start digging.
I can hear it.
I'm going to get yelled at.
That fucking tile over there? You ever thought that was suspicious?
Oh, yeah, dude. There's probably a door underneath those tiles.
Fucking golden tile because we're so fucking rich.
There's a couple tiles in our living room that are bulging up.
Because we're poor.
Because we're poor. Because we don't have that privilege.
Poor. Very poor. Because we have poor privilege.
Poor man.
Poor dudes. Sing along with me, Cale, you little bitch.
I'm not allowed to sing anymore.
The fucking sing a song.
I got yelled at.
I feel like that's one thing the podcast should refrain from is singing. Singing these fucking songs. Cale, you're a stupid bitch.
You're making me feel so loved right now.
Suck my fucking dick.
But yeah, man. Underwater, I think we abandon space for a little bit. For like a year or two.
Do you think space is real?
Yeah.
You go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, of course it is.
I'm fucking having a nervous breakdown right now.
Fuck.
But yeah, dude, if they stopped fucking around in outer space for like a year or two and just focused all of those resources on underwater. Just humor me, man. 2 years.
You're afraid of the water.
Yeah, because they don't fucking know what's down there.
We don't know what's in space.
We know more about space than we do about our own fucking ocean.
We think we do.
Yeah.
Space is bigger than our ocean.
Yeah, but we've also explored more of space than we have of our own oceans.
Be prepared to shut the fuck up. You ever hear the theory of that our entire universe is inside of a black hole right now? We don't know it. Because they say once you get sucked into a black hole, you can't see out of the black hole. You can only see what's inside. And we can't, there's a point in space which we can't see past. So it would be fair to say we can't see past the event horizon of the black hole our universe has been sucked into.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, because we'd
I don't
be
like this.
Sucked into the black hole, but our time would be the same to us because we're relative.
I don't like this.
Is there a center of our universe?
No.
Yeah. There's a center of our universe.
Where?
It's fucking right over there.
You just point.
Fucking,
it's right there with the fridge.
It's right fucking there,
that
dude.
fridge in our
this
kitchen.
Guy right here, center of our, apparently it's Grant. Apparently Grant's center of the fucking universe. Fucking.
He pulled a singularity and just.
He pulled a singularity. Fucking gone. Fucking yeah. There's a center, so everything's going towards a location, which would be the singularity. And then we look out at everything that's weirdly expanding. We're just falling closer to the singularity than they are. And there's a point past where we can't see anything anymore. So that's the event horizon of the fucking black hole.
That's fucking terrifying.
Mm-hmm. We're already in a black hole. We're fucking done.
I don't like you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in a black hole, then...
I've never liked me.
If we're in a black hole right now, then I guess I'm gonna have to start drinking again.
There's only one way out of a black hole. There's only one way out. You gotta fuck your way out. Wish I had
Dicks
gloves.
up, boys.
Dicks out. Time to fuck your way out of this black hole. Gotta fuck your way out of this situation.
Hey, man. Always bring a condom and an umbrella everywhere you go. Because you never know when you're going to have to fuck in the rain.
Oh, never forget a towel.
Always bring a towel.
Never panic.
Don't forget a towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel. Fucking Tally. A piece of shit.
What a piece of shit.
They were like, I can see Matt and Trey Parker just fucking being high as fuck, just talking about what character. Like, what a fucking towel. They had like a cum rag.
I absolutely love that they have not wavered whatsoever.
No, they've got a nice little
formula.
formula.
Like the PC principle was fucking awesome.
Yep.
And then the Disney rip that they did with Mickey Mouse being a total fucking
monster.
Yeah, I mean, he was a dictator. And the abuse, the Jonas Brothers one, where Mickey comes in and just beats the hell out of him. It's like, you're going to perform whether you like it or not. You're going to wear purity rings.
Yep.
You're going to sell
rings
sex.
Stay on.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy how
fucking good
capable they are of staying in touch with the moments.
They
know what I mean?
They do every episode like the week it gets released.
It's fucking crazy.
So it's super like on the ball with
and their
current
ability,
events.
Yeah, their ability to adapt. They're writing every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Like they're staying current with everything. That's tip of the hat, man. Like even if you're not a fan of South Park, if you can't, get the sand out of your puss for fucking 5 minutes.
5 fucking seconds.
And listen to some comedy. It's just appreciate the fact those guys have stayed consistent from day one, man. Like, appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's something a lot of people can't do. Separate, like, artists from, like, their bullshit. You know what I mean?
You're
like
playing a character no matter what. Like, if you're out in public, you're playing some sort of character. That's not who you are when you're sitting at home by yourself.
Yeah. Well, and I'm saying, like, more so to the tune of, like, people being a bad person. Like, take, for instance, like the allegations against Michael Jackson.
Why are you pointing at me?
No, I speak with my hands.
Like,
I'm sorry.
The allegations against
you.
You. Like,
the allegations
against Michael.
You
what if I went
from
against
Michael
Jackson?
But I'm saying, like, a lot of people can't, like, I don't like the guy because of the quote-unquote allegations, but you can still respect what they did as an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did a lot of artsy things. They were good dancers.
It's like he wasn't
a shitty dancer just because he molested children.
Yeah. Like,
if anything, he made him a better dancer.
Like, that's something we're not capable of as a society. Is like, just because a bad person says something doesn't make it bad, or just, you know what I mean? Like,
just because the Pope molests small boys doesn't mean he's bad at being a Pope. If anything, it makes him a better Pope.
That's not
he's got
what
that
I'm saying
thirst.
at all.
That's exactly what you're saying. No. I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Not at all what I'm putting down.
That's what you're putting down. I'm picking it up.
I'm saying you can appreciate somebody's work.
Pedophiles and their work.
And hate the person that they are.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Like,
Hitler was a monster. I'm guessing he cared about his country or something. I don't know.
But he was a piece of shit.
He was a piece of shit.
You know? Like...
But we all shouldn't turn around and be alcoholics just because Hitler wasn't.
I mean, Colonel Sanders got away with it.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders got away with it.
Colonel Sanders said he didn't get any recourse.
He got nothing. He could operate normally. We were joking about the fucking Papa John's, big old Papa John's guy, when he said the N-word on a fucking conference call and got fucking kicked from his own country. His response was golden. The video was golden because he's sweating like a fucking pig.
Yep.
And his other response was that Colonel Sanders said the same thing, and they didn't take his restaurant away.
Faced no ramifications.
Colonel Sanders was like in the 1800s,
what the fuck?
Late 1800s, early.
And I can guarantee you, if the social climate was what it is today, there would have been huge ramifications.
He was in fucking Kentucky in 1901. Yeah, of course he didn't get fucking ousted from his company.
Yep.
Yeah, damn, it's a different fucking time. He had privilege. Colonel Privilege.
That,
Papa John's
that's
guy?
some of that. Yeah,
Papa
John's.
John's, he's got privilege.
I can
go
see,
after him. Don't go after us white poors.
I can see the privilege there.
Yeah,
These trust fund kids.
Go after them. Rip their flesh from their bones.
But
it's a call to violence. I'm just playing. Don't do that.
Get the fuck away from us with that shit.
Yeah, get the fuck away from us with your Michael Jackson bullshit.
Yeah, dude. We don't like it.
We don't like it. We don't like anybody. That's it.
I just don't like it. Getting harassed for shit I didn't do.
It feels weird.
It's weird.
I don't really care, but I just know it's going to get worse.
Like, it'll get brought up to me, like, all the fucking time. And I'm just like, are you talking to me?
Or
like,
when you realize that that's your whole medium in which you exist, everybody thinks that you are the monster. I'm like, what? I thought I was being funny.
Like, I'm not to get too serious, but like, it is annoying. It's like every fucking social media site you get on, all you hear is just, all of this hateful diatribe and just shitting on white dudes. Like, it was like men suck in general, but then if you're white, oh my god, yeah, man. And God forbid you be Christian.
Yeah,
like a Christian straight white male.
That's the most rebellious thing you can do. I hear kids are.
That's what's funny is
turning to Christianity.
That's hilarious.
And doing their homework because that's the rebellious thing to do, right? It's like, geez, good luck, good on you.
Yeah, it's wild to me, man.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
And like that's the thing we were talking about earlier is like I'm not even, I don't even like claim Christianity anymore. I'm more of a spiritual person because I don't agree with the church and the way it's structured and the way they get very cliquey and it all becomes about how much you can tithe and they preach
it's
their own
a money
shit,
thing.
man.
Yeah, it's a money pit.
The gospel was one direction and that was it. We're not gonna get into religion and all that shit, but
yeah,
that's what it was. You don't get to fucking do all this extracurricular bullshit and be fucking hypocrites and push your fucking ideologies on everyone else. Because right now you're getting pissed off because other people are trying to push their ideologies on your kids.
Yep.
So, you can't have it both ways. That's why there's the separation of church and state. Because if one religion is the doctrine for everyone, that's kind of a fucking problem.
And I'm a problem solver.
Yeah, dude. Michael solve it.
Bare bones, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Bare
Agni
knuckles.
Kai.
Fucking
Mutual combat, dude. Parking lot, pussy. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
You better stretch. Wear your ass out. Oh!
Fucking Jinx.
Shit, dude. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm eating pussies and sandwiches for a living. I think I'm doing all right.
Oh, man.
Shit. I was trying to do stand up. I did open mic and tried to do stand up, and I said something about autism. And I was like, I made this joke, and I was like, yeah, autism is such a broad range of symptoms.
Oh, yeah.
Out of nowhere, it's just like kid kicks you in the shins on a Thursday, you might have autism, right? Fucking hair is brown, you might have autism. And fucking Val was all mad at me. She's like, and when I got done, she's like, you're not funny. And I go, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Jeez. That's not funny. You shouldn't make fun of autistic people. And I was like, I wasn't making fun of autistic people.
You, at the very start of it, claimed you were autistic.
I'm on the spectrum for sure.
So, like, that's something that pisses me the fuck off, man.
Yeah.
So many people are just up in arms when somebody makes a joke. It's like...
Yeah. And it was just like, it was an observation. It wasn't like, I didn't call autistic people dumb.
Yeah, you weren't ragging on them. You were
Yeah.
pointing out shit that's actually real and it's funny.
It was like, autistic people fucking suck. That would be.
But no, you're not wrong. Like nowadays,
it's like everything.
Everyone has autism and everyone has some mental illness and like everyone uses it as a badge of honor and it's fucking crazy to me.
And everybody eats American food and drinks American water and we all have autism and cancer. We're being poisoned.
Yeah, then you look at the Amish kids. Did you see the recent study they did on Amish kids
No,
and
I
autism?
None?
It's non-existent in the Amish culture. Cancer, almost non-existent in the Amish culture.
Because they make their own food.
Yeah, they make everything.
Yeah.
They source everything themselves. Like,
and
I hate to admit it, I grew up around those motherfuckers, and I'm starting to think that might be the fucking life for me, man. Without
Honestly,
the religious shit, if I could go join one that's a little more,
I'm 100% with you.
a little easier on the religious shit, if we can leave that to the side.
Mennonite?
The Mennonites, yeah.
Mennonite fuck
Yeah.
behind sheets. They put up a sheet and then they fuck each other.
Like they can't see, like they have the sheets between them.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm not down with that, man. I gotta see the boobies. I gotta
see the boobies.
Yeah, man.
They have to stay covered
gotta see
up.
the action, the traction,
No, I fucking
wiggle and the jiggle and all that good stuff, man. I want to see.
I bet you do. I want to see you squirm. Yeah, and women pretty much can't talk to you, right? Because you have all the power, so you can just drag them around by their hair.
I don't think that's.
Get back in the kitchen.
No, they're very respectful to their women, man. That's a big thing in their groups. Is you don't get to. You're in charge 100%. The man of the house is a thing within that, but you don't get to demean women. You don't get to disrespect them. The whole town will whoop your ass. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. And I miss that. I miss when men
could hit women, you know?
No, when men
I
went out of their way
know
to
what you're
punish
saying, Cale. I know.
motherfuckers.
I'm right on board with you.
Because they want to be disrespectful and, talk out the side of their mouth towards women or, get riled up and do all this extracurricular shit. Like, that's one thing I can't stand. It's like, you don't need to be an asshole.
No, doesn't have to be that way. Life is too short to be an asshole. Cale, piece of shit.
Hey, man. I stay out of everybody's way as much as I can.
Same.
I'm an asshole, but that's why I always have my headphones in.
So nobody talks to you.
So nobody talks to me. Y'all got the message right here. If I have my headphones in.
I'm not fucking talking to you.
And, like, that's another thing. It's like, it's not that I'm an asshole. I'm not coddling anybody. I don't.
Yeah, you're straightforward with people, and people see that as a fucking negative.
They see it as like an affront towards them, and it's like, no, like, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. Like,
I'm not gonna be fake towards you.
Yeah, dude. Did you come to me for my opinion, or did you come for reassurance in your own?
Reassurance.
I'm not gonna empathize with you. I'm gonna give you solutions. Don't come to me with your problems if you don't want a solution. If you want to come to somebody and cry on their shoulder, go get yourself a man or go get yourself a girl. I don't have time for that shit. I'm not here to fucking wipe your tears. Like, I will walk with you as we fucking solve the issue, but I'm not cleaning up. I'm not holding tissues for anybody. I'm not wiping tears. The fuck out of here.
Because people take advantage of you.
Yeah, we've all had
if you help people out, they'll just take
sob
advantage
story.
of you.
We've all been through shit. You know what is gonna make it even worse? You sitting there playing the victim and acting like a little pussy because you don't want to get up and do anything on your own.
Yep.
Grow up, fight your own battles, and if you can't, tag a motherfucker in that can.
I hear they call that ruminating when you sit there and focus on your problems and your problems become worse.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a
The
sign of autism.
manifestation. You know what I mean? People don't realize how much power they have in their mind. You know, you can direct so much of your energy towards an outcome and actually affect that outcome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you hear athletes talk about it all the time. You know, you manifest that shit. You know, Kobe Bryant was notorious for that shit.
Yeah.
The killer instinct. Like, I'm going to take your soul on that basketball court kind of shit. Like,
metal.
Yeah, man. Like, the world's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not sunshine and rainbows everywhere. Like,
not unless you have a fucking booming podcast like we do. Buy our fucking shirts.
But yeah, man.
Follow us on Patreon. Give us money for your fucking tears. Give us money.
Like that. They just have their heads in the cloud and think everything's like, oh, just have a positive attitude every day. Oh. You should be nice to everyone.
Always paste a smile on your face. Like, come on. That's
like,
gotta be some sort of mental illness.
Like, you can't be happy 24/7.
That's fake.
That's fake.
That's 100% fake, and being fake isn't healthy.
Like,
take it from the Lava Boys.
I don't know a single person that spends every minute of their day happy. Like, how?
Unless you're on some crazy
Are you on drugs? You have to be.
Yeah.
You don't have a single moment throughout the day where you look back on one moment in your life?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck. Why did I think about that? Like, you don't have those? Before you go to bed, you're not sitting there for 30 minutes pondering about everything you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're not anxious. You're not anxiety ridden. You're not.
You're all of those things. We can see through your fake.
Yeah.
Don't say mean things to people. Like, what are you talking about?
It's not mean to tell the truth.
It's not.
Like, as much as you guys want to paint this picture of people being an asshole because they're honest with you, no. Like, that's what you should strive for.
You gain nothing by avoiding.
Yeah, why do you have friends that aren't going to be honest with you?
They're not friends.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of codifying pussies.
Yeah, and they want something from you. They hang out with you because you have something that they want.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. And then once you give that to them, then they're fucking gone. Yep. Mm-hmm. They either need advice, they need something, but...
And it sucks because a lot of people won't realize this until it's too late. You know, you and I have both gone through it in our lives.
Yep.
You know, and after you allow it to happen so many times, you're just like, dude, fuck this. Like, I got 4 or 5 homies. That's it. Everybody else is an acquaintance. Like, you know what I mean? It sucks, but that's the reality of it, is when you go through so much struggle and so much strife and all this shit, and you look around and there's only a handful of motherfuckers that are actually giving you a hand up, you know, it starts to callous you, man. You don't want to give to anybody.
It's those motherfuckers that you can just hang out with and not say a word.
Exactly, man.
That are the people that probably have you. They got your back.
Yeah, man.
You just pretend to be broke or something, just as an experiment, and see who fucking comes to your aid.
Yeah, man.
Who'll do little things like, hey man, can I borrow $10 so I can buy some food? They give you $10, they're a good friend.
Yeah, man, it takes a village. Shit's not easy out here. You know? Find some good motherfuckers that have your back, that are going to look out for you, going to help you get to where you want to go. They're not just going to tell you what you want to hear, because that shit's not going to get you where
it's
you
not
want to
going to get
go.
you anywhere.
You're going to be comfortable.
It's going to hurt you.
You're going to be comfortable, but you're not going to grow.
Yep.
And that's the point, is growth. Staying in the same spot, being stagnant. What the fuck's that do for you, man?
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah. I hate to be the guy that tells you, and I probably sound like an asshole once again, but it's the God honest truth. I want y'all to be successful. I don't want you struggling. I don't want you out on the fucking streets. I'm going to tell you cut and dry. Get your ass together and get it going. Like, like that's, you don't sugarcoat your friends.
Nope.
It's not going to help them.
Yeah, we in this society are all focused on strong and independent men and women. Like, it shouldn't be like that, because it's hard to support yourself by yourself.
Well, that's not
we
how
all
our
need some
society
sort
worked.
of help. Yeah, back in the day, it was a lot more dangerous back in the day, so we all had to support each other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even modern America, you go back to the 50s. We were communal. I even remember the 90s, man. My hometown, not a single fucking house locked their doors in the 90s.
Yeah.
You could walk into any fucking home in my hometown any day of the week. They were all unlocked. Like,
I ran around town by myself.
Yeah, dude.
Hanging out with my friends on our bikes.
I didn't have a fucking worry in the world. Because you know why? We were a community. We were close-knit. Everyone knew everyone. Like, we looked out for each other. You know? If there were... that's gone from the atmosphere of America. Like,
100% gone.
We're not communal in any aspect.
Nobody has
whatsoever.
anybody's back anymore.
We're all griping and bitching and fighting with each other.
Singled out, alone, depressed, overweight.
Well, and a lot of that's the identity politics and shit. You know, like I was saying, that victim card. Everybody wants to classify themselves in their own special little fucking label. And it's like, why the fuck do you want to claim this? It's not a trophy. It's not something you've achieved. It's a debilitating issue.
Yeah, it's a symptom of your environment, and you need to fucking...
Like, if you've gone through trauma in your life, and now you're exhibiting signs of some mental illness.
Yeah, and then you go
Seek
around
therapy.
parading like you've accomplished something. I have mental illness.
How is that a plus? I don't get it.
Dude, everybody's so quick to be like, oh, go get therapy. Go get therapy. Like, it's
Nothing
another
is
thing.
worse than dating a girl that goes to therapy and then thinks they're a therapist.
Yeah.
That annoys me to no end. Because while I did not graduate, my point of study in college was psychology, drug and rehab counseling. So when you have somebody who's never taken any psychological courses, classes, read
And they're
any
not
literature,
from Indiana.
they're not from Indiana. It's very frustrating, man. Because your therapist diagnosed your problems within you. That does not give you a license to come and diagnose my problems in me.
Mm-hmm.
Go work on yourself. I'll work on me.
Yeah.
I don't need your insight. If I want a therapist, I will go see one, as I have in the past. Like, that's not your job to take that on. That goes for anyone, male or female. Don't try to be your fucking boyfriend or girlfriend's therapist. Just because you go to therapy doesn't make you a fucking therapist. Stop.
I think there's nothing worse than like a 40-foot anaconda snake with a pair of tits.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds fucking horrible. I think there's nothing worse than that.
40-foot anaconda.
It's going to eat you.
Huge pair of tits.
So you're going to be confused. You're looking at them tits because they're going to be
I'm definitely going to be staring. It's a 40-foot anaconda.
Do
with
any
tits.
reptiles have tits? I think they can't have tits because of the fucking scales. Scaly boys. Unless they're in an anime or something.
I'm thinking of every lizard in my index.
Yeah, he has an index of lizards. He knows all about lizards.
I'm going to
He's
be
from India.
honest. I don't think there are.
I've
looked through the index of lizards.
That's all you remember. You remember nothing except for lizards.
No tits.
No tits in the
No
lizard
tits on
kingdom.
lizards.
So we're going to have to call our scientists.
A Nile monitor with some perky tits. I'm into that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not sexually, but that would be cool to see.
Yeah, you couldn't titty fuck him because of the scales would cut in your... But
I think it's illegal.
if you had... I mean, who are they going to tell?
I mean, depends. If you're over there in one of those fucking countries that...
Who are they going to tell?
True. Nile monitors. Yeah.
Nile monitors.
They're notorious for their silence. You like what I did there? Yeah.
I hear sheep pussy is the best pussy.
Jesus Christ.
Go around fucking some sheep pussy.
What is that movie?
This is age restricted for sure.
What is that movie where he's like, would you fuck a sheep?
That's Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. Oh, God. If you
He's
were a
a
female
sheep fucker.
he's a sheep fucker. Throw him out of the room.
Oh, yeah. We have 43 minutes? My eyesight's so shitty I can't even read the time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What else you got?
That's it. Just snakes with tits.
Snakes with tits. I like it.
Yeah, that's all I got. I wanted to bring up some some news. What about kids in cobalt mines?
I mean,
what about 10,000 rats?
Nothing beats 10,000 rats.
If you're
in a
going
life
up
or
against an
death,
opponent that has 10,000 rats, you've lost.
You've lost. Life or death situation, and you could pick anything to help you fight. Your best option is
10,000
always 10,000 rats.
It's always 10,000
Don't
rats.
ask us why.
There isn't.
Just listen.
There isn't a combination that doesn't involve 10,000
If a genie
rats.
shows up and gives you one wish, you wish for 10,000 rats.
If
Don't argue, just
don't fucking argue. If there's a sliver of your thought process that is thinking that 10,000 rats isn't the answer, you have no idea how much 10,000 is, and you have no idea the resilience of rats.
Yeah.
I feel like 5 rats could take down 1 human.
If you doubt us, if you doubt all of this,
just fight 10,000 rats.
I want you to go get 10,000 of anything.
Anything.
Go find 10,000 of any fucking object.
Go get 10,000 grains of rice.
Put it in your room. Put it in your fucking garage. I don't care where you put it in a field.
Yeah.
Look at the 10,000 and then get back to me about the 10,000
10,000 rat-sized things.
Yeah, we're talking New York subway rats, like
Monster
the size
rats.
of a freaking Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah, we're talking fucking Master Splinter size fucking rats.
We're talking capybara sized rats.
We're talking fucking
Dude,
bearcat sized rats.
Imagine, like, have you ever seen that movie? I think it was like on Sci-Fi back in the day, the movie Rats, where this guy like genetically mutated like New York rats, and they were like the size of a Rottweiler.
Yeah,
and they were malicious.
I
as
remember
fuck.
seeing it, but
It was terrible graphics.
I feel like I've blocked it out of my memory.
It was one of those
for
Sci-Fi
fear.
originals back in the day.
Yeah, those real shitty ones.
But those things, it was the worst graphics of like any of the Sci-Fi movies. I was terrified as a kid of those fucking things because one of them like grabs somebody and like drags him under a vending machine and like just ripping him up.
Imagine
like,
being eaten to death
by those teeth because they're not sharp.
or just zombies. Like zombie
Oh yeah, just
movies are
chomping
so
on your
horrible
bits.
because you're gonna get eaten alive. That shit is horrible. Imagine teeth
biting into your bone
and then ripping parts of you off.
No.
Think about that, listeners and viewers. Think about that.
Okay,
You think your life is bad?
this is our ADHD fucking flipping here, but zombies,
Zombie rats.
best zombie movie of all time.
Best zombie movie?
Your favorite. Well, we won't say best. What's your favorite zombie movie of all time?
Passion of the Christ.
Jesus Christ. Bravo, sir.
Clip it. It's
Yeah.
done. Clip it.
Favorite zombie movie. Can I have Passion of the Christ for $1,000?
Passion of the fuck Christ. That's my favorite zombie
Jesus.
movie.
Okay. I'm not gonna even. I'm gonna challenge that.
No, it's the best one.
It's great. I was gonna say World War Z,
World War Z is pretty cool.
just because it's the most accurate, I believe.
I feel like them climbing up. I feel like
I'm not
28
saying,
days later.
I'm not saying the zombies themselves
Yeah.
with like the motor skills and shit. I'm saying the way the disease was transmitted.
Yeah.
Because if zombies were a real thing, it would be like a rabies virus, and like that's what it was in World War Z. I don't think it's gonna be some like crazy.
Did you ever see 28 Days Later?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same thing. It was a rabies.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know the cause of it in 28 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, but World War Z, like them just biting you and then moving on.
Yeah.
Because they just, like a virus like that, it wants to infect as many as possible. And then.
It just bites you. They didn't devour you.
Yeah, they don't eat you. They don't claw you to death. They just bite you and then move on.
28 days later, they beat the fucking shit out of you and
dude,
bite the fuck out of you. And then eventually,
Yeah.
when you're like dying, they leave you alone.
But like, the fact that it would run past people that had like cancer or like were missing a leg, that was what really stood out to me in the movie.
Yeah.
Because like, if a virus were trying to infect hosts, it's going to go to healthy hosts. It's not going to try, because it wants to survive. It wants to thrive for as long as it can.
Yeah.
So that was fucking cool.
I feel like you'd be safe. You could walk. Like the zombies would go around you because of your brain things.
Yeah.
Like the issues you have.
These 6 concussions that I've had.
Yeah,
the
like,
fucking
we're not
broken
gonna-
bones.
We're not going to infect this. We do
Yeah,
not
I've had
need-
too much head trauma. They wouldn't survive. They'd hear the voice. Dude, I'd get bit by a zombie. Like, they'd hear.
You would infect the zombie.
Yeah.
And they'd shrink and they'd be like, "Rah, rah."
Give me some Jameson.
I'm from Indiana. That's how we did things.
I'm gonna fight you.
I'm going to fight you.
Yeah.
Why would you listen to me?
Those days are
Those
over.
days are over. You can't buy anyone anymore.
That's a great fucking night.
That was a solid fucking saying. Those days are over. You can't buy anybody. I can buy and sell you 1,000. Those days are fucking over.
That guy was a fucking menace.
He had
to
a bunch
society.
of receipts proving nothing.
Yeah, you proved nothing, man. You could have gone to Walmart and just dug through the fucking trash.
You could have. Or if you did have money, you don't anymore because you spent it all on whatever bullshit you saved your receipts on.
Yes. What?
What the fuck does that even
And you're in here in a
mean?
fucking wife beater that's got fucking vomit stains and shit on it. Starter
Yeah.
shorts.
He looked
bragging about
dirtier
how
than
much
me, and
money
I had
you
just
got.
gotten off of work.
Can't stand that shit, man.
Yeah, I can't stand people trying to pretend like they're rich. A lot of people need to accept they're fucking poor.
Yeah, man.
If you make
Broke is not a mentality.
feel like
you people need to stop saying that broke is a mentality.
if
If your
it
bank
is.
account is empty, you are broke. That's not a mentality.
You just are broke.
You are broke. Like,
I know you don't identify as broke. You are.
And that blows me away. It's like I was watching a psychological video earlier before work about how these guys, this male was on a female panel. They were all clinical psychologists, and they were talking about that distinction with women. God damn it.
AIDS.
What?
AIDS.
No. Fuck were we just talking about?
Fucking Zachariah Sitchin.
I hate you so much.
World War Z.
But anyway.
Broke mentality?
Oh, the women in modern society today will never admit that they're broke.
Yeah.
Like I just said, the whole mentality of being broke. Yeah. It's not a mentality, darling. You have no money in your bank account. You're broke. Yeah. Like, and girl math, don't even get me started on that stupid shit. It's not real. It's fucking real ridiculous. To them.
They don't. It's like, well, this is just a quirk. Well, I'm quirky. You drain some poor dude's bank account because you fucking couldn't do math. Yeah, that makes sense. There's dude math too. Dudes will buy fucking crazy ass cars. Put $10,000 in turbos in a fucking $1,500 Honda Civic.
But guess who made all the money to buy that car?
Their mom.
He did.
They're dead. Maybe. It depends.
But yeah, man. Broke is not a mentality. You're broke. Get more money.
We're broke.
Hustle harder. Yeah.
Yeah, we're broke.
I'm telling you because I myself am a broke man.
At some point in my life, I was like, I had to come to terms with, like, I am poor. What do I do?
I don't have money. How do I get money?
Or how do I get... Well, I want money for freedom. You have to figure out why you want money. Like, what is money to you?
Yeah, what is your motivation
money is
for
freedom
getting
to
money?
Me.
Yeah.
And freedom, I think, would make me happy. And freedom is as far as, like, I want to be able to travel around or not be stuck somewhere.
Yeah. I don't want to be... I don't want to be set, like, by my finances. You know what I mean? I want to have that flexibility to be able to take off.
Yeah, I want to travel. I would have, like, right now, if I felt like I got a travel bug, just buy a flight and be able to afford all the things that come with that, a rental car and all that, and just fly anywhere. And for me to do that, I'd have to have at least 50 grand just chilling.
To just take off and go, yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like every time I take a vacation, I spend the next 2 months just trying to
recover.
Just trying to catch back up. It's like I save up $4,000 for a vacation, and then spend that on the vacay, car rental, whatever, activities, food,
Airbnb, eats up a lot of that.
The plane ticket, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So you save up $4,000, and you spend all of it on vacation. Then when you get back, you hit the ground running, and you're trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel just to get back to where you were.
Oh shit, rent's in fucking 10 days.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Damn, it doesn't stop.
Now it's gotten to the point where I put off vacations, man. Mm-hmm. Like the last time we went on a vacation, you went to Virgin Islands.
I went to Virgin Islands again with
2 years ago.
I went last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a year for you. Mm-hmm. It's been. When did we go to Virgin Islands? Was that?
You were 30th.
So 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Like it's been 3 years since I've.
Yeah.
I went to Indiana in September, but that was for a wedding for 3 days.
Yeah, nobody goes to Indiana for fun.
Nobody goes to Indiana for a vacation.
Yeah.
So and man, that I would say I agree with you, man. Like if you're chasing money for bags and jewelry and gaudy shit,
things that make you look rich but make you poor.
Man, that's I don't know, that's not the right mindset.
It's by design.
If you want money, your directive should be freedom. It should be to be able to do what you want when you want. You know what I mean? Like that's the end goal, man. Like the American dream is to be able to live without interference. Like,
yep.
That's it.
Yup.
I want to wake up in the morning knowing that my house isn't going to get taken away. My car is not going to get taken away. I'm not going to get taken away.
Yeah.
Like, those are all real possibilities in this country. You
be safe.
You miss a payment, you're out on the street. Like, it's crazy, dude.
It is. It's so
wild.
easy. One bad mistake, one normal ass mistake, one slip up, you're fucking done. Because everything's so expensive.
One missed tax payment, one late payment on your car, one late payment on the utilities,
100%.
It sucks.
But find your freedom.
Find some people that you can fucking lock it down with.
Don't fucking
build. Don't be a victim.
Don't make money and have money just so you can show everybody that you have money. You have to have a reason and find it within yourself to find happiness.
And stop idolizing whores.
Stop idolizing whores. Idolize us.
Don't do that.
Idolize
Read your fucking
us.
Bible.
Read your Bible.
You need Jesus.
Go back to church.
Hey. What if I don't wanna?